All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Massmere here, and in advance, bear with me on the fact that I'm definitely kind of dressed down for this stream. I haven't slept since like the Resident Evil Requiem stream last night, rogues, which technically I slept like 30 minutes, but that obviously doesn't count. But anyways, welcome in for what should be the final stream for Crime Scene Cleaner, at least until we get like new content for it sometime in the future. And I'm actually really excited for this. I'd say that a lot, but I'm always like saying to a lot of my streams that, you know, I'm really excited for something, which is the truth. But this one especially so, considering that this is going to be like the finale for my series for now, though it's also like a bittersweet thing. Let me kind of close out this for a second so y'all can hear me a little bit easier. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be like the final stream for this. And I actually did find like a roadmap for this, because I talked about it before. If we go like right here, this pretty much, you know, shows like what I've already kind of said previously. This is like kind of dated, but I already knew there was going to be like, you know, Act 2 stuff coming outside of like, you know, the completion of the main story, ending on a cliffhanger. There was also the fact that I had been hearing around that, you know, people were saying that there was like a roadmap that said it was going to be an Act 2. Now, I hadn't actually, you know, looked at the roadmap before today, and this is like kind of a dated one, because you can see it says like soon right here. It says soon. For new challenge modes and everything, and obviously that was about like the nightmare mode, like the nightmare missions and the true cleaner stuff. So this is definitely a dated map, but it pretty much, you know, is already kind of confirming, you know, this is like an official roadmap that the devs have put out. And it's over here, Act 2, Part 1, and it's a community voted map in the beginning of Kovalsky's new chapter. So that kind of like goes hand in hand with what I was saying previously, in that I was thinking that the community, which was like the employer that we had for those 2 missions I did right before the nightmare stuff, might be like the main, you know, or, you know, main clients for like Act 2. And I actually hope they are, considering that it was like a pretty interesting, you know, couple missions under their employ, because compared to Big Jim, who was like, you know, very much like the Kingpin from Marvel Comics, the community had like this whole clandestine Illuminati style thing to them that seemed like it kind of like, you know, even like edged on like some kind of dark web mechanics, and that they're just like this mysterious group who pretty much, you know, were assassinating people and then having you go in and clean it up. So it's going to be really interesting to kind of see, like, you know, how that dynamic goes if they do have more stuff for the actual community, or maybe like a mix of like different clients. But say this, like, Kovalsky story isn't done yet. I really, you know, can't wait to play more of this. but I'm also really wanting to kind of take a break from this for a while. Because there are some other games I want to do as far as like cozy games for Wednesday is concerned. Power Wash Sim 2, me nor Emerald 17 or any other ones that were playing on, playing along with us. We ain't even started on that yet. And also there's this backrooms style like cleaning game I recently found out about. I got the demo for it, so I kind of wanted to try it like off stream, see if I was gonna like it. There's this one backroom style cleaning game. I don't know if it's actually one where you get chased by entities or not, but I was thinking that would be a cool one like to get into with the group as well. But yeah, I don't know exactly what this last job is going to entail, but I do know I'm excited for the fact that I did unlock the black hole trash bag or trash can like in the previous stream, so I'm going to enjoy like kind of using that for this one. But another thing I do want to, of course, touch base on and apologize to you guys again about is last night, the Resident Evil Requiem stream definitely had a bit of a hiccup. I'm hoping that with what I've done today, things might actually be resolved. I mean, I hope the setting is actually on like it's supposed to be, because I know I turned it off, or turned it on, turned it off, whatever. But I was playing Resident Evil Requiem last night. The stream got split in two. So for anyone who sees like Resident Evil Requiem, Part 3A and Part 3B, I did explain the description of them as well as in a YouTube community post that the stream, I guess, like dropped on Twitch or something. I'm not sure, but this has happened a few times before. And I even thought like, it might have been like issue with my my 5060 I recently got and took back, and just sent back, and I'm currently processing waiting a refund on that, so I can like try to get like a 5060 with 16 gigs of RAM compared to the 8 gig RAM one I had. I thought it might have been like issue with the VRAM because it also dropped when me and Amber were playing Grounded 2. Now it's making me wonder if that's like even like the issue. I still want to get like a better card, for the sake of like future proofing and everything, not to worry about like the whole RAM thing. But because there was like one stream I did like some time ago with Mega Bonk where the stream just dropped, and the fact that Mega Bonks dropped, that shouldn't have been no problem on my GPU. And I had it happen with like the demo for Claude when I tried to play that recently. And then, of course, like, when I tried it, when me and Amber tried to do Grounded, that stream dropped. But I'm wondering if it's like something going on, maybe my settings in OBS. Like, there could be something with like with Adam's Stream Suite that I've been, that's what I've been using. Something could be going on with that. I don't know, like, if that's what it is, or there's some other underlying thing. There's been like some, like, some hiccups with Twitch, like internet wise. But as far as like, just connections or whatever. But the main thing that happened was it didn't really drop things like, that long. Like, I looked on the Twitch side of things, it didn't really, like, drop the stream long enough for it to go in that whole, like, 90-second detection, like, a reconnect thing from what it usually does. Thankfully, it happened, like, on a, BRB screen, so as far as I can tell, it's not even noticeable. But the problem was, like, it didn't drop on Twitch, but it did drop on YouTube, and for some reason, like, when my streams drop on YouTube, it'll pretty much, try to, like, use one of my past stream templates, when it starts a new stream up, so yeah, for those who came in, like, to the second stream last night and thought I was playing The Last of Us, I do apologize. I obviously wasn't playing The Last of Us, and I really am hoping that no one came in that might have been wanting to play Resident Evil Requiem and had, like, a part spoiled for them. That's the last thing I want to do on this channel. I obviously have, like, a rule on my streams about people coming in and spoiling stuff and everything, and the last thing I want to do is do that for any of my viewers. Because obviously if someone comes in watching a stream for a game that they know I'm playing, they're not really caring about spoilers or anything. But for me playing Resident Evil Requiem, but it being listed that I was playing Crime Scene, that I was playing The Last of Us, I can obviously understand if someone came in, they hadn't played Requiem yet, they want to play it, and that ended up happening. And if it did end up spoiling anything for anyone who's watching the stream, I do apologize. That was not my intention. It's just for some reason, whenever YouTube has like dropped my streams, or like, whatever reason the stream dropped and it started back up, it would go to like a template for one of my previous streams. I don't know why it does that, but I'm pretty sure, I hope, I can't remember if I actually did check before stream or not, but I feel like, one way to kind of get around it is just like keep auto stop off. So that way I feel like if the stream does drop again, it'll just keep the feed going. It'll like, keep the stream going. It won't actually, it'll keep like the thing, active, so that once I do get if I can get a reconnect, then it'll continue. And later on, if I just need to like edit out like, like that part, a portion where there's just like a black screen, I could do that. But yeah, we're gonna like to close out Crime Scene Cleaner here today, Rogues. I'm hoping I can actually have enough time to get like a little bit of rest in before I go out to eat with my mom, like, around like, 1 or 2 p.m. It's currently 9:20, so hopefully this won't be like too long of a job, so we can go and get this out of the way. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully we won't have any stream drops either. But yeah, I promise that when I do like stream Castlevania later today, I'll hopefully look a little more presentable. It's just I was in one of those things like, okay, screw it, I'm just gonna throw my hoodie on, put on a hat, and I ain't bother with like trying to like really, doll myself up and everything, look all fabulous for you guys or anything. I just like, you know, figured it's cozy stream. I'm just gonna kind of like just be laid back in my hoodie and everything. It's a little bit chilly outside and everything. So I went and got a bowl because apparently I'm so dumb. That joke's oldie but goodie. But yeah, I'm basically just kind of in one of those whatever. I'm tired. I don't care. I'm just gonna like just, you know, dress like this and be done with it. Yeah, ad break, 30-second ad break, not 30-second, 90-second ad break to start this off, guys. Then we'll go and get on into this. So give me a few. And I also promised, compared to the stream I did where we did like the cat castle thing, and I was like, you know, basically just very lethargic. I got caffeine. I'm still somewhat rested to get through this. You won't have to worry about me yawning all over the place, hopefully. I'll see you guys in about 90 seconds. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Turn on the scare counter. That might help too. Oh, shit. Well, hang on. I'm actually considering like just kind of like keeping it at you know, keeping it like, you know, cumulative, like, you know, for stuff for Resident Evil Requiem or whatever. Because normally I'll like reset each stream. But I'm kind of like, you know, wanting to do this whole thing like how I'm doing with Bloodborne, where if I'm playing like a certain game, I'll keep like the scare counter, you know, consecutive. Because with Bloodborne with the death counter, I pretty much, you know, like I haven't reset that every stream. So I'm thinking like starting forward, like when I have like a game where I'm doing a death counter for, if it is like a game that's a series, I'll probably like, you know, keep it consecutive. But anyways, yeah, crime scene cleaner. So I forgot, like I went in a trial by blood, so I got to exit the mission. So I did this last stream to test out the black hole, which was definitely awesome. That was worth the wait, you know. On that's gonna be my go-to trash bag.
Back to work.
All right, let me abandon the mission. All right, so here we go. Like I said, it's a little bittersweet, you know, knowing this is gonna be the last one. But what do I get on Nightmare? Oh yeah, the waterproof cardboard, which is like for the mop. This is gonna probably be absolutely hilarious. I mean, just having like just a cardboard box using the mop, that's gonna be freaking funny. That's the other one I've been interested in seeing how it works.
It'll be a long night. This is it, my last stop. I've been running from my past long enough.
Now, I would laugh at being a cardboard thing. It's like a Metal Gear Solid reference for the mission. That would be even better. But I guess they mean cardboard because we're at a warehouse. Okay. So what's the skinny? Like, what all are the 13 bodies and a lot of blood. Okay. Well, let's go and get it started, Rogues. See, I just love this though. I love like it's basically y'all can't really see the thing like because I got this in the way, but I mean I guess you kind of can't because it's hovering around. If I yeah, I just love that I got this little tiny orb. And the fact he just basically just snaps his fingers and everything. All right. At least the blood's coming up pretty quickly, so I know it's not going to be a whole lot out here we got to do. Which is great. First body. Honestly, I didn't think there was going to be a body out here, but... Well. Kobe, or whatever. Alright. Why are the bodies always gotta be sassy? This is the first damn one he's already showing his ass. Get in there. There ain't no point being that extravagant about it. About as lively as the zombies I was fighting in Requiem last night. Just that one wasn't as talkative. But hey, at least he wasn't singing. I'll take that any day. Part of me feels like I should look ahead and maybe see if I can put the ozonate. Let me see if the ozonator can do something for me. I'm concerned about the fact it's so clean right here. I'm doing some weird like lagging going on here. Okay, hold on a second. We're not doing this now. Let's try to turn that off. I think it fixed. No, it's still lagging a little bit. That's weird. Why is it doing this? Yeah, it's doing this weird skipping thing. And that definitely shouldn't be a problem. Let's see if it does it like this. I might have to like turn the game off and turn it back on. Oh yeah, now I'm dealing with things instead of waiting for the respawn rogue. Sorry about this. It's weird because I wasn't really having any problems with it before, like even like because I'm back to using my 3060. I wasn't really having any issues with like it before. But like I was using the 5060. Then I go back to 3060 and 3060 now it's doing all right. This sucks. Let me start it back up. It's just weird because I was looking. I mean, I don't know if you guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure if it was going to happen to me, it was happening to you guys as well. I'm pretty sure y'all were seeing like it skipping like that. So we obviously know like the vertical scene didn't really seem like it did anything to help it, or I'll just turn it back on. All right. At the very least, it should let me right back into the mission. Okay. It's just weird because it was doing this weird little skipping thing. Like it was like lagging.
Back to work.
Yeah, it's kind of trying to do it again. I might just make the best of it, guys. I'm going to try to turn the settings down one more time. Hope it doesn't do what it did last time. Okay, there it went. Kind of walking around just to make sure. Let me go up here and I ain't had to turn the texture because I never really don't think I had to turn the textures down before. Okay, let me see if there's like something here I can like, because I'm not really too much of a fan of like how the textures look. Let me try to turn it back up and see if there's something here I can kind of tweak. There's this stuff we put like that. Gonna see if maybe. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong, but now I think it actually, okay, lower it down and put it back up. Seems like something's acting different now. I'm not sure. Yeah, see, now it's almost like it's lagging. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay, I'm gonna make the best of it, guys. It's not like, you know, end of the world. I just don't understand like why it's doing me. It could just be it's on like just the last like something about the mission or whatever, just the scale of it or whatever is causing problems. I know, remember this was like a pretty big map. Yeah, this only like just kind of like, you know, just hits the point home. I'll be glad when I can get like my get the other get my graphics card I'm wanting to get whenever Amazon gives me my refund. Let's get like the rest of the funds up. All right, let me go ahead. See, it keeps on like. It's weird. Let me see. Let me check real quick, just out of curiosity, like see if anyone else had this problem with Crime Scene Cleaner. It says specifically ambient occlusion and shadows. Probably, let's try like lowering the ambient occlusion and everything. That's what I was thinking. I mean, yeah, I think that worked. Yeah, I think it was just those two settings, so everything still looks pretty nice. Okay. All right, now we're in business. I just had to like, you know, tweak those two settings. Okay, so first let's go ahead and put an ozonator out up here, and then I'll like try to find some water. Put it right here on the conveyor belt. You little shit.
Well. Here. Hiya. I'm starting to clean up.
Okay, the anime voice like with the cat thing is very weird, but I'm keeping it. Okay, independent ward. Yeah, like, it's gonna be a long night, kid. You know, stay, keep at it. Might as well just go and take this body back down there with me. Oh my god. What's the deal with y'all like, you know, fucking up the toilets? You're not as bad as the one guy from the second, like, nightmare mission. The one that had the Taco Bell. Okay, that time it just skipped because it was clean. It was saving. Oh my god, that little shit's right above me, isn't he? Yeah, I forgot, like, it's got the drop-off thing right there. I'm about to say, don't you flip over that now. Gave me enough problems last time. I was going to just kind of mop here. Alright. Well, keep dealing with it. What I pay you for. I mean, I don't pay him, but he don't know that. See, now it's... Alright, now it's trying to skip again.
I'm doing my part.
Maybe you had to do, like, whatever that sound is I'm hearing. I'm hearing, like, this weird sound. See, that's the thing. It's trying to lag like crazy now. You know, I wonder if it could be possible, like, sending up here is like caught. Let me try something.
Clean, clean. Everything is clean.
All right, good for you. It may just be the mission, because I wouldn't have like this problem like any of the other missions or whatever. And I know I did downgrade before, even like when I had like the card before or whatever, when I was having this issue. Or had like, you know, I was using 30. See, that's just kind of weird. Like, it just keeps skipping like that. I'll make do. I mean, the game's still playable. It's just like a little minor hiccup. Like someone said, this is my last job here. Of course, there's going to be like something's going to happen. Okay, underground parking's done. At least now I'll be up here like closer to where there's an actual water supply. Who knows, maybe like if I can actually start getting the blood and everything else cleaned up or whatever, get other things taken care of, maybe it'll stop lagging as much. Because it could just be there's like a lot of like, you know, trash and everything else. I mean, that thing, as long as the game's playable, I'll overlook it. Probably about to go ahead and clean up this bathroom real quick, too. I'm already over here. Plus, cleaning the bathroom is like I can literally just, you know, just like refill my water right here. Okay, the bathroom's mostly a little bit right there too. Shit. Why? It seems like I always do that, you know? Pistol here in case I need it. I was just curious, like, why, like, you know, it seems like, you know, everything's lagging here. And I know I keep bringing it up. So I'm gonna just, like, power through it. Power wash through it, but... Okay, everything looks good in here, methinks. Good enough.
All work, no play.
Jesus. What's up with her feet? She got some big ass feet. Her feet like very disproportionate from the rest of her body. Okay, no, sorry, lady. You know, nah. You gotta take your ass on down here, all right? You know, we ain't doing that. Slam dunk or 3-pointer. Y'all saw it. She tried to make a move on me.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
You know what? This is convenient though. Just like drop it off down there. We're having to go all the way the rest of the way. That should about cover it. All right.
Contents, fragile box.
And that should do it for the... Oh my god, I just broke it. Go away. All right, trash is up here. Oh, you gotta be... You better take your ass bomb down there. You piece of... You little shit. We're being difficult. So now I have to go back down there anyway. That pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was saying, okay, this is an easy way for me not to have to go back down there. It has to go back down there anyway because one trash bag had to be extra. What? So the conveyor belt's not on yet. Okay. I got the bucket there just as kind of like, you know, just... It's a fallback. I mean, I don't necessarily, you know... At this point with the power washer, I mean, I'm pretty much just making short work of everything. Okay, I was weird. For some reason, like it just started trying to cut off on its own right there. Okay, let's... What'd you dorks get up to this time?
Stabbed to death. Allegedly self-defense.
That's where we have sown the seeds of wickedness in your heart.
Is this you again? Guy from the first mission. Oh, don't you start. Oh my god. What is so special about this one thing? No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna knock your ass down with something else. I'm not going back down there. This furniture. Or just cracking with a chair where, but I know I probably gotta put this somewhere. See, I was totally compelled to do it, but the chair's gotta go right there. I mean, all things considered, we're moving a little bit quickly here. All right, can I spray this from right here? Shit. Yeah, this should be like the last of it. Definitely. So I know the last time we were here, like like there was definitely like a lot of like, you know, more mechanics to this. Kind of felt more like a puzzle. Okay, there we go. I wonder what this will do. What the hell was that? What'd I do? Whatevs. Okay. Chairs out here, and then we've got like, you know, one more piece of furniture we gotta find afterwards, and this area will be done. Oh, there it is. Alright, well, I don't know. Things are being a little bit too straightforward. I'm concerned about that. Also, ad break's gonna start in like a minute, rogues. Did I turn this up? I turn on the conveyor belt. I'm gonna have this go in the opposite direction. What the fudge? It's only like that one's... Huh? Does this thing even know which way it's supposed to be moving? Okay, never mind. Okay, it is. So, it's going down, but somehow it's taking me up. Okay. Something here is not like the others. Dude, you're drunk. Do your job right. This thing's an idiot. Oh. Well, that works. Gotta go the opposite direction. That thing's still... Okay, whatever. What the fuck? Ducks again. Ducks Fight Club and... I like how it's just like, you know... It's everything from the spa, just like... Come here, you. Make sure he goes where he needs to go. Knock him down while you're at it. Oh, you son of a bitch. Whatever. Let me get him. That one right there was personal. Dumbass. Seriously, these corpses like have to keep on in a mind of their own. You know, their minds like, you know, let their body. Seriously, I got things I gotta do. There's a lot of trash. I was hoping that would... Thankfully I didn't break. Let's see if I can turn this one on. Wait, so you can activate it in here. Okay, so that's weird. This thing is really fidgety. I'm trying to get it to work like it's supposed to. Going the right way this time? Please tell me you're going. Alright, yeah. I'm just not gonna touch it again. Alright, let's get to work.
My janitor training comes in handy once again.
Janitor is more like Jedi. I'm gonna talk to anything like this, like as far as like, you know, janitorial school or janitorial class or whatever it is that you do. Like to become a janitor. Okay. What the hell? Okay, I just noticed that guy up there. Oh, No, why do y'all keep spreading it? Not the first corpse that did it this chapter. You need to take your ass on. And for the love of God, please go where you're supposed to go. Making sure. Fuck! I would like break the jar. Seriously, Amber, why didn't you warn me about that? How dare you?
Huge guy. Probably a bodyguard. Swiss cheesed with a sharp object.
You know what? She was shredded. All right. Let me see here. Probably just, yeah, power washer. Probably what should have used the ozonator up here. Where's my power washer? I don't have it on me, do I? They're not letting me use it. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me see here. Definitely should have bought the ozonator out. I could go and yeah, I'm gonna let it do its thing for a second while I go and look around. That voice does not match that cat. Of course, we really want to like hit the point home.
Hello. Greetings, mortal.
Why does it actually seem like it fits the cat? But you know dang well, like, you know, if cats could talk, where they probably speak like that, considering they're basically our masters. You help me dominate the planet, but first, I need my milk and tuna. This seems sus. Alright, before I go down... Did I get the power washer? Yahtzee. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what little cozy cleaning game I'm gonna be doing next. For Wednesday stuff. Again, there is Power Wash Sim 2. And there is that Backrooms one. Yeah, I still don't know if they have a release date for that Kaiju cleanup thing. But I really want to jump on Power Wash Sim. But I kind of also want to wait until I get, like, you know, get my graphics card, like, replaced or whatever. Or, you know, get, like, the other one ordered and everything whenever that is. I have a feeling like Power Wash Sim is probably going to be a little bit, like, you know... Gonna take some resources. Well, see, what? I went there thinking it was something special. It's just, like, another way to go down. Okay. Like, literally, like, you know, I just walked through here. But no, never mind. Okay, I stand corrected. It was like a isolated spot. Okay, so... What was the point of that? Is there anything important in here? What was the point of that? I'm so confused right now. There was nothing in there. Unless it's like to somehow activate this over time. Oh, that's actually how I... Okay. Wait, they got a playtest for it? I can't remember if I actually signed up for the playtest or not. Okay. Hold up a sec, Rogues. Amber just told me that or whatever. I'm gonna get right back to the game because that requires my attention. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, there's this Kaiju cleanup simulator thing. It makes me think a lot of Kaiju number 8, which is like one of my favorite anime. Anyone that's seen my anime pop figure shelf or whatever, I've got like, you know, only one Kaiju number 8 like figure, but you know. Kaiju cleanup. Okay, yeah, I already requested access to the playtest. All right, never mind. So I did request it. But yeah, it's called Kaiju Cleanup for those interested. It's this one right here. So I did sign up. I just haven't heard anything back from it yet. Because I'm really interested in that one. Because, you know, with anyone, I mean, obviously the Godzilla hat, little Godzilla shelf back there. If you don't shut your little jigsaw ass up, come here, punk. But yeah, because I just like randomly shoot the trash bag for no reason. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't remember if I did sign up for the play test, but see, that takes skill. The way I actually made it stand up like that. Actually, that was just luck. But again, the layout of this place is dumb, is confounding. Okay, so I went up here and I jumped over here, or walked over here, I think. Went down there, and there was just this one spot there where it was just seemed there was just no point to that. I'm still just confusified, or that's not a word, on why they'd have like this room right here where there's really just nothing here. Like, you can open the door, but there's nothing in here, unless there's something I'm missing. I'm kind of wondering if one of the issues, like, you know, with the lagging, where it might be because I upgraded to Windows 11, because I have had, like, some weird lag issues with it since I upgraded. I'm kind of regretting it now. I've been trying to, like, find a fix for it, but for some reason, like, Windows 11, I've had, like, you know, some weird issues, like, you know, with, like, little latency things. Well, I mean, not really latency, but I'll be like, because, like, when I was, like, doing my one stream the other night, I kept on getting concerned because the frame rate was off, like, when I was doing, like, my thing. I don't remember if it was my final stream for The Last of Us. It was either my final stream for or the second to last. But I kept on having, like, these weird things where, like, the frame rate for an OBS wasn't matching, like, the actual gameplay. I thought, like, you guys were seeing it like that, but I went back, watched the stream, and the stream was fine. You know, I watched through a phone. But then I noticed, like, you know, I'd just be, like, watching videos, period, on YouTube or whatever, and it'll be, like, this weird thing where sometimes it'll go down, like, it'll be, like, really choppy and everything. I'm thinking that's something that's going on here. But, because the thing is that, you know, I upgraded to Windows 11 because I had, like, some upgrades for my Stream Deck and everything. And plus, I just want to get the security updates and all that, but I'll say it straight. See that, like that right there? Y'all notice that? I held the button down, and it just made me, like, just... When that happened, I was holding the button down, and then it actually lagged the power washer. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, it just seems like it's something that's affecting the game, and whatnot. I mean, it could just be the map, because I've never really had this issue with this before, even when I was using the 3060 previously. But it's like I had to like I obviously already said I had to, like, downgrade back to 3060 because I sent the 5060 back, because I want to try, like, you know, get the one that has, like, 16 gigs after what happened when we were playing Grounded the other day. Okay, oh! Well, no wonder it ain't getting cleaned up fully. I forgot I didn't really clean all that. Okay, you know, let me get this thing up before it breaks. If that lag right there, because it was trying to lag again, if it would have maybe break that vase. Alright. I'm gonna go and focus on this up here. This is, like, where most of the mess is. What's it say? So are we actually blending the missions together here? Because I know dang well this... I'm gonna laugh at what's going on here. Is this final nightmare thing where it's somehow blending together all of his other nightmares into one thing? Like somehow like all his like nightmares became like self-aware of each other and decided to have a party? Because this is area 2, it makes sense. Alright, I'm dumbfounded you can like throw stuff over, but you can't jump down yourself. Alright, let me put this on the conveyor belt, let it do its thing. Oh, it's moving. A little bit too fast. There we go. God dang it. Get back on there. This thing's moving way too fast now. I mean, all things considered, at least it is kind of like a little bit, you know, I guess streamlined or whatever. It's kind of, well, straightforward. I mean, that's I read the last map or whatever. Felt like it was like I felt like they turned like the museum into the Minotaur's labyrinth. Like I was all over the place on that one. And again, the worst thing about the last map, I mean, it was fun, but I mean, I just want to like strangle like those jerks that like, you know, that moved everything around, and I was the one that had to like put everything back. Okay, fine. You know, break that one too. And how to get up there? At least I think I just had to jump a little bit. And I don't feel like walking all the way back up there again. Does this count as area 2 as well? Let me try something. So alright, so hall 2, yeah, that counts as hall 2. I'm also trying to like do this because I don't want to go in there with that mannequin. See, that's the thing about it, like, I reiterate, and like almost every game I've been playing lately, they've been throwing more mannequins at me.
Time for a bag swap.
So I wonder if it could be possible, like, just because it's like... So I'm wondering if it could be like each area, it's not like we're gonna go to like a whole like not like 9 different areas, where it could be like each area has like, you know, a few different nightmares in them. So I remember like the first one we saw like the mannequins in. This counts as area 3. Let me get a look at this. Incognito mode. All right, well, I gotta put you back. You know, I like dismantling these things. I like, you know, not giving them a chance to try to strangle me. Lord. Now the game's mocking me for sure. I'm having to put my mortal enemy together. This was made of iron. Or whatever. This is like final boss. This is like the final boss mannequin. See, this thing looks like it wants to kill me. Its eyes are glowing red and everything. It knows what... And they gave it a gun. That's all else it needs. I mean, one of these things... Okay, yeah, it's like, you know... Yeah, let's just give a mannequin a gun. Look. I'm bringing you in this world. I can for sure shit take you out of it. You better watch what you do with that gun. Can't believe this. I'll give you a false ass arm. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a false arm. Really? If this thing comes to life, and the bad thing is I have to blame myself for actually, put myself in the position. And I got a job to do. Okay, where's your stupid arm? Iron mannequin. The mannequin in the iron mask. Okay, let me shut up. Something here is not like the others. Is this your arm? What the? Are y'all sure that's right? Whatever, I mean. I don't know. That just doesn't. That's weird. Why would they have that there instead of like the actual iron one? Trying to like see if there's. Whatever. I don't want to be in this room. In this room with this thing any longer than I need to. The trash can or a trash mannequin? Yeah, that was horrible even for me. Seriously, why would y'all want to give this thing a gun? Okay, let me put this on the... See, me personally, I'll put that whole entire thing on this conveyor belt. I'll put it in the trash bag if I could have, made it not a threat, Seriously, I mean, my time spent with the mannequins in video games, I know that they have like 3 functions. Stand there menacingly, follow you menacingly when you're not looking at them, or kill you menacingly. And this one's like, standing there menacingly with a freaking gun. Let's see. Okay, it was like just partially. Alright. Alright, so get this little bit of blood. Now I'll never come back in this room again. Alright, deuces. Shit. Whatever. Alright, is this the way we need to go? Trying to think. I guess it is, because we're at the conveyor belt more and more. I guess this should be room 3 when we get up here. See, they keep on dumping all this trash out for every spot and everything. Yeah, I'm not... You can just stay on the conveyor belt right here. I'll get this thing going when it's time. I'm not about to dump you back down there because I don't want to be running that mannequin. Apparently he's trying out for the village people. Mr. YMCA right here. I think they had a construction worker. I can't remember. Whatever. He's playing the part. See, okay, now them's fighting words. I told y'all to stop wasting perfectly good pizza, but oh no, no one listen to me. I guess it's like Mateo. Yeah, so it is going through each of the missions. What the hell happened to you? Well, don't mind if I do. Tammy's personal key. Who the hell's... Who's Tammy?
One bullet hit her leg, the other went through her neck. Poor girl. This wasn't supposed to happen to her.
Trying to figure out what...
Where we broke you down.
You talking to me? Alright. Yeah, that's right, Tammy. The one that... Yeah. The girl that basically got mixed up in it. Like, she pretty much was just trying to make ends meet and everything, and... Yeah, she was. Alright, put her down here. Sorry. And that's the thing. That was just like me just, like, putting her down, trying to put her down gently. Apparently, Kovalsky, you know, doesn't know his own strength. Jeez, I'm finding everything here. All the bodies. I guess it's like instead of like, you know, Kovalsky's live review, this is death review or something. Hey, you get off Tammy right now. Jerk. Look here, she's dead. I'm still protective over her. Screw you. She's already had it rough enough. Okay, we got... Why would... Whatever. I'm gonna laugh at like it actually goes up by... All three of them go up. So it does. We see 7, 8, 9 real quick in a second. Hey, everyone, y'all moving around down. You better be, you know, get on down that treadmill or conveyor belt. One of them fell off, didn't it? Let me go check on this. All right, which one of these being extra? What? 7. Which one didn't? Damn it, Tammy! Now let's just take it up for you. How'd you botch that when you're dead? She was trying to get like she was about to try to whoop my ass or something. Okay, well, at least, like I said, oh, shit. Hold on. It's going so fast, I can't get up under it. Oh, no. It's moving too fast for me to get... I can't run when I'm crouched. I can't get up under it. I gotta go at it. Oh. Okay, I bet... Kovalsky, oh, get off. Okay, now everything's working against me now. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's slow this down a little bit. The broker. That'll be fine. I think it was broke for some reason. All right,
Right into the bucket.
Mr. Bucket. All right, ad break starting in like 20 seconds, Rogues. I really do dig the whole the black hole thing. Like, it's very Star Wars-ish. It also made me think of Bioshock, like it might be some kind of like black hole plasmid or something. I can really see them doing that in like in a future Bioshock, honestly. It would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna keep like the ad break, you know, keep the gameplay going. Normally I do like the BRB thing. Trying to start yawning. I told y'all I wasn't gonna do it. So I'm trying to process this. You know, you can't put like, you know, this little chunk right here. You have to break it down more, but I can put entire mannequin parts inside of a bag. Entire piece of like, you know, like a exploded drum or whatever earlier. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to. So I'm guessing there's like a way to go around and get up. Wait a minute. That's what I thought. I'm gonna fill that while I'm at it. Okay, does this count as trash? I guess it does. We got a lot of breaking to do. Let's go get to it. Ad break is finishing. I go in that whole like little thing is like, you know, about ignoring sounds of any punch being thrown and would-be criminals screaming in pain and everything, but then it goes back, it's like, oh, the ad break is finishing now. But I did like have like one I kind of like, you know, typed up that I tried to send over to Seribot's channel, but unfortunately it kept on getting flagged for like, you know, by moderators. It said like the moderator was gonna review it or whatever. So I did have something I wrote up for it, but for some reason, I mean, kind of thought it was strange that Seribot was like flagging it. I might like try to revise it.
Empty the trash can first.
And also, it's not taking me as long like to clean up this little bit right here as I thought it was going to. I'm never really a fan of like breaking this stuff down more, because sometimes it seems like you miss it even though you actually hit it dead on. See?
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
Okay, it's all, well, just about all that up. It's not really won't let me, like, you know, collect the pizza box. Alright, I just gotta go up here and get the shells and everything. I want to put it on the conveyor belt, but I know I don't really want to try. I normally don't really trust the trash bags, so they like to roll off. Okay. Thankfully, it don't really seem like I really need the ozonator for some of this. It's coming up pretty clean on its own. That's a lot of blood, though. It's... Mainly just like kind of getting back in here in this little... This will probably be better because I can... Okay, that's cleaned. All right, probably should refill that. All right, let's get down here now. What? Huh? Okay, how's that work? Unless I go in? Eh? I gotta use the magnet. At first, I was like wondering how much. I mean, I wonder if I actually could like clean the. Like, at least I can clean the blood up right here. Probably better doing it like this than just like going down there and cleaning it like while crawling. I'm just worried 'cause it does seem like, you know, with each new level or whatever, it seems like it's getting like a little bit, taking a little bit longer to clean up. I can't remember like what number Mateo's pizza was, what like, you know, mission that was. Yeah, it seemed like it's kind of like referencing like just a few each time. I know for a fact that Mateo's pizza was like the third mission. I think that was Toxic Love. Because I think it's like, it's kind of like, you know, maybe doing like little references like to a few of them each time. Or just like, you know, just a few specific ones maybe. Yeah. That kind of makes sense too. I'll look it up like afterwards, see if anyone has any like it basically is anything on like exactly what all basically, you know, it's supposed to reference. When I get most of this cleaned up, that'll make it a lot of... Oh, jeez. Okay, that's all four. Try to see if I can get a good look at it. Right. I mean, it may be just me, but I think like the skipping's been happening a lot less. It could have been like one reason for a lot of like that freezing. I mean, might just be I've been hanging out in this area. I wonder if it could have been like one or two things. Maybe it could have been like trying to render stuff more. It's like a bigger map. It could have either been trying to render, or maybe it could have just been like, you know, there's like like there was so much like trash and everything around, and once I picked some of it up, it like sped everything up. It doesn't seem like it's been lagging as much, but knock on wood. No way I'm breaking those to see if like the stuff down here, because there's like a lot of bullets. That might be the trash they're talking about. Oh yeah, that also explains a lot too. One thing would be wild if by chance Big Jim somehow came back, or there might have been like a job where we actually had to like, you know, clean up his, like where someone got to him. So much blued. See, cause like it seems like the only time it's doing that little graphical hit, that little, you know, lagging hiccup or whatever is when it's saving now. Okay, 83. Clean out the footprints. Oh, think about the trash right here. I could chance it. It's going slow enough. Hey, watch it! You better take your ass. Might want to leave this one behind. Yeah, might want to clean up. Because this counts as like the same area. So let's go and clean this up. Wow. Didn't get much mileage out of you, did I? Yeah, I swear I put those trash bags on here like, you know, 5 business days ago. Let me speed this thing up. Now watch, they're gonna fall off, I bet you. Right out. There we go. Okay, so now we got to figure out this. Probably gotta do a little parkour. Okay, I think I get it. If I can jump this railing, like I know how to. Yeah. You stupid! Let me up. I finally get up there and I'll go off the other side. All right. Really, Kovalsky? What? Okay, what the hell? That time just threw me off for no reason. swear, if it's because the conveyor belt's like, you know, keep me from... Y'all know me, I'll cheat. Let me see here. This is the most... I bet you the trash bags didn't go down because I ain't heard them, like, you know, got any warnings for them. Finally. 20 years later. How do I use this thing? Okay, I think I see that. I thought that guy was alive. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, there's a over there. I bet you those bags fell off the thing because I ain't heard them go off. Watch this. And see, I'm gonna go down here and not be able to get back up again because this thing's going so fast. See, I knew it. I knew it. Get back on there. Come here. It's gotta be extra, don't you? Come on. Do not... What? Not me! Oh, shit. And then lo and behold, it's like, oh, no, it's gonna be you because you gotta, like, you know, put this one back on there. Stupid. I'm going on vacation after this. Like, I'm dead. This is gonna be my last clean job for a while in this game. I had to click off of it to get it to work. I swear this place is haunted or something. I said there really shouldn't be too much more to this. All right, blood, right? Yeah, what was that? Okay. Hang on. Okay. Just like a little slight sun concerning. I just got a notification of, but things will be fine. Yeah, sorry about that, Rogues. If I was a little concerned about things right there. Just for those who, I guess, like to kind of like go and touch base on a little bit. So I'm on this site called Gamer Profiles, guys. I basically have it as like become a partner on there and everything. And let's just say there's been like a couple people that I've blocked for issues they've caused, like to me and like some of my friends. And there's been like a bug on Gamer Profiles where, you know, there's, you know, it still is like, you know, show notifications from like, you know, others, from people and everything. And unfortunately, yeah, well, he said it was fixed, but he just like sent me another message saying that they had to roll back some stuff because of some errors and everything. So he said like some notifications might come through. So basically what Amber's talking about, Rogues, is that, I bet, you know, the devs on there, pretty much are very like, you know, active with like talking to people and everything. And they had said that which, you know, if anyone like wants to follow me on there, if you guys like don't, I'll just like, you know, I don't know if I actually got it for Gamer Profiles, like if it's a GP, I can't remember like what my thing is. Oh, shut up. I live here. Stupid thing. But yeah, if y'all want to follow me on there, there's my referral. But so pretty much there's like a weird bug where for some reason it's like showing notifications from people I block, you know, specifically 2 people that I want absolutely nothing to do with. They've caused problems for me and you know, people I'm associated with, and so I just want nothing to do with them whatsoever. And, you know, including getting notifications. So I've kind of like been inactive on there just because, like, you know, I wasn't really, yeah, it was just like a whole frustrating thing. But they said they're basically trying to like address. He kind of warned me saying that some notifications may still roll through. It's just I'm someone, guys. You know, it's pretty much my whole thing is that I'm not gonna like, you know, I'm not someone who basically pretends to you know, like people for the sake of like, you know, basically my whole thing is like if I'm not really, you know, if someone's like done something to kind of vex me or whatever, I don't sit and pretend that I'm, you know, I'm okay with them or whatever. I burn bridges and I basically, you know, just move on, cut ties, and, you know, just try to move on with my life and focus on those who, you know, do support me and, you know, aren't like about like trying to cause problems in my life, you know. If that makes any sense. I don't like sit and try to pretend to be, you know, cool with people that I'm just ain't got no use for. And so when it comes down to it, that's someone that I, you know, is cause like not just problems for me, but people I care about. And I don't want anything to do with them. I literally don't want anything to do with them. You know, I don't want to see like any of their posts. I don't want like, you know, to, you know, don't care about going by their channel and seeing what they're doing or anything like that. And so I was like seeing like, you know, posts from them coming through, and it's kind of weird because one of them I had been following on there for a bit before like I unfollowed them after, you know, things. But the other one in question who I blocked, I'd never followed him on there before. So it's kind of weird. I was getting notifications from him. But Jero says they're getting it, you know, resolved, and they had like, you know, kind of like, you know, roll back some stuff. So some notifications may come through, but they were going to fix it. Yeah. And for the, as far as it goes, Rogues, people in question, kind of go ahead and say it. When I've talked about like people they've caused problems for or whatever, it's also been Amber, but I'm not going to go into full details about it. It's just, you know, when people like, you know, are causing stress, like, you know, on people that are like, you know, my good friends, you know, that's also the thing where I'm not really too keen on associating with them. But either way, just kind of like want to get that out there, you know, for sake of transparency and everything. So we got like 92% on the blood rogues. I'm still trying to figure out like, because we gotta get in here, I guess, like, so probably won't be able to like do anything with this till we like can use the magnet to pull this up. And to do that, we gotta go through here. So I'm not gonna bother cleaning anything just yet, because I want to like, you know, get the other room cleaned up first if I can. Problem is I gotta like, I honestly thought all that was blood and I was about to be mad. I'm not even gonna lie, I thought that was all blood. Secret discovered. Find Zach's room. Zach, who the hell's Zach? Oh my god, let me in. Okay, now watch this, Rogues. Keep in mind, you can't put like a little small, like, you can't put like, you know, small little pieces of wood in the thing. You have to break them down. But you gotta put a whole freaking grate in this black hole and there's no problem. See, again, we gotta break this down just to be able to, like, you know, put it in there. But a whole grate. Oh, that goes in there. So I guess it's down here. Yeah. Alright, gotta clean the rest of this up while we're at it. Hell is this? So it says secret, so with any luck, the other record. What's so secret about this? I didn't need to do this anyway. I mean, I need to do that, turn everything on, unless there was like another secret room. Physics be damned. I kind of like the broken box was trying to square up on me. Literally square up because it's square. Well, I guess I wouldn't know if it turned a conveyor belt on, because I mean, I've got, like, the conveyor belts off at the moment. Wait, hold on a second. Unless they're talking about this. What's so funny? What are you laughing at? Or talking about like how I accidentally like, walked over like, and you know, when it I had to walk in there just like, you know, the yeah, like I just accidentally just okay. Well, that works. Okay, it should open up. All right, that's mainly what I want to do. I just want to open it because I don't want to clean any of this until I get like the fudging hex. I just want to go up here. Okay, come on now. I just want to go up here. How many? Oh my god, how many halls are there? Like he's like, don't hit me. Like the way he fell. All right, it's not really helping because you don't quit kicking me. Get out of the way. I like how he just cartoonishly like hit that plant and then face plopped. See, that would have been like the I can't turn it on unless like we need power here. Probably what we need. So chances are I just need to keep cleaning my way up. All right, I'll just go back down here and just. I guess I can't get back to like, you know, go back and clean the ones area until I get to the rest of it. So I can't take any shortcuts. Whatever. As long as all I gotta do is just like kind of clean up like furniture, those are garbage bags, which got 2 right there.
So much blood. I'm seeing red now.
Very least, as far as I can tell, there's probably like only like, you know, 3 more areas. And the blood's coming up pretty quickly here. There's only like one bit of furniture we got to move. No trash bags or no trash we got to pick up. So this should go like relatively quick. Yeah, see, it's this right here where it's the main problem. There's like the, that's, okay, yes, 1 chair right here. Ad break in 35 seconds, Rogues. What the hell? I ain't gonna lie, I looked down and like I saw the green shirt. I thought it was a leprechaun or something at first. Just how tired I am. Just thought it was a leprechaun dead under the desk. Yeah, see, this like was the worst of it, like some of the worst of it. Try this back over here. What's wrong with you? Gotta be symmetrical. So we do things around here. There's something moved out of place. Yeah, these two chairs. When I was... All right, this should cover it or uncover it. Yeah, I see. Where'd the other chair go? Oh, I never moved it. All right, and... Yeah, I figured that wouldn't really take too long to do that. It was mainly just like, you know, blood, no real trash or anything. This right here, I don't know because I hate cleaning up paint. Which one was this thing again? Was these those dorks that would like have the party?
Sorry, Tyler. This isn't the kind of
Oh.
trouble I can get you out of.
Oh, yeah, it was the...
Well, we devoured.
Where Big Jim killed him. Yeah, Tyler. My boy. Damn. Yeah, this one still hits hard. Hey, they just throw him down like that. God, that one sucked. And then his mission, like, you know, his nightmare mission was absolutely painful. I wonder if, like, the wicked one was Big Jim. I'm guessing that's maybe what they're trying to imply here, that Big Jim is, like, the wicked one. Jesus. I'm going to pick this up. That's the furniture. Okay, that's uncalled for. See, they're trying to make me, like, get me to mess up the couch. Alright, I totally should put the ozonator here because I'm gonna hate... Okay, well, at least, like, a lot is just trash. That's making it a lot worse than it actually probably is. But still, paint decides to be a bitch to clean up. So like, I'm thinking about, like, so 9, so we got 2 on the conveyor belt, that's 10 and 11. There's one up under that grate, that's 12. And then we got the one up at the top, that's 13. So I know where all the bodies are. You see, it looks like a lot less of a problem now. The paint's coming up like a little bit easier, about as much as easy as blood does. You know, I'm gonna like future-proof real quick though. I'm gonna go ahead and put the ozonator out up here, let it do its thing, like kind of make it like, you know, clean. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
This room will be purified.
Use the right voice, damn it.
はい。
All right, let it do its thing. I am excited for lunch though. Last I'm going out to eat with my mom. We're going to this bistro in town. Like, I've been there back when it was like, you know, under like, you know, a previous ownership and under a previous version of the restaurant. Someone else is owning it and like changed it a whole different type of bistro. Because before they specialized like in pizzas and, you know, desserts and all this other stuff. But now it's mainly like, I mean, because they had like pizzas, soups, desserts, like, you know, pasta and everything. But now it's mainly like sandwiches. So it's more like a deli. But it's my first time. I mean, I've had like a Reuben from there before that, yeah, that my mom had bought to me and everything. I have had like, you know, their Reuben, which is pretty good, but definitely want to say like what else they have there. All right, so yeah, I definitely need like to kind of get out, like, you know, just get out of the house for a bit. It's been like a very emotional past several days. But again, I keep telling us that as long as I can get, like, you know, finish getting this computer taken care of, because I got like a couple more of the fans for the new case, so I've got them ordered. So the two I've got, with the other two fans that are coming in, I just need like 3 more. And I just gotta get this graphics card, like, you know, get this refund from Amazon so I can get like, you know, the proper version of the 5060 I need, with like, you know, the better you know, VRAM. And if I get my liquid cooler I want, like, I can finally, you know, get my new PC built. And that's gonna be like a lot less stress right there. You know, when I've got like a proper PC, they'll be like, you know, future-proof for stuff and have like a better graphics card for like some of the games I haven't been able to play. And there's a so I guess that's what I thought. Gotcha. It was like another little shell casing or whatever. All right, back to clean up the rest of this blood. I guess they call it blood, but it's just paint. Like, and also times like I had to clean up like, you know, milk and everything and other like random stuff. They called it blood. All right, that's done. Just got one more haul to do. I was going like, you know, fill this back up while I'm at it. So we got like just like the one other body and everything, and that's it. Still like need to see if I can find the record, because I won't have to go through all this again just try to do that. So far I'm only, I think, missing one. If you don't cut that out, what are you doing? Be quiet. Quit. Sorry, Tyler. It's you, isn't it? Get your ass. Yeah, well, like I said, I've got the SteelSeries keyboard I was going to send your way. You have that. That's like, I mean, unless you want, like, you know, another particular type of keyboard. I mean, push kind of shove, you know, the one that I've got, you know, my Yunzi or whatever, it's pretty awesome, but it wasn't really that expensive. Because the SteelSeries one, that was like, I think about like a that was like a $200 keyboard. Yeah, I mean, at least with this one, I mean, you can basically like get custom keycaps for it and everything, so you can actually pretty much customize it. Because that's the beauty of some keyboards, and with this one or whatever, basically it's just as easy as I don't know if I actually get one of the keys off right here. But yeah, I mean, it's, and plus, you know, if it was like while I was out there visiting you and Joe, if we actually found you some keycaps, I'd gladly, you know, install them for you. Because it's really not that hard of a process. You usually have like a little key. It's basically just as simple as like, because I'm pretty sure if you can do like with you doing like the purling stuff, if you can do purling, you know, this wouldn't really be that bad on you. That's the thing about like keyboards or whatever, you know, you can basically get keycaps for them. that are like, you know, it's mainly just like, you know, it's mainly about like, you know, if you like you find like a keyboard that's got like a color you like as far as like, you know, just like a default color. As far as like the frame's concerned, you can always get like, you know, different colored keys, and as long as it's got like, you know, the RGB and everything. Did I fill this up? 'Cause that's the thing about like the SteelSeries one. I mean, it's just like it's like it's a black color one, so it's probably not the most striking. I mean, me, like a lot of like my build, my aesthetics has been like, you know, white, because, you know, there's so much you can do with white, because, you know, colors just pop well, much better with white. That's kind of really hard to find, like, you know, too many colors that don't really go, like, you know, go bad, like, you know, with white and everything. Especially, you know, with me doing the whole, like, you know, umbrella theme for my computer, where it's like it's the red and white. That's one of the reasons I was.
いい先輩
If you don't shut yourself up!
Let's make it up.
But no, yeah, I mean, that's one reason I was feeling you probably would like this case, because since the case is a white one, that means there's like so much else, there's so much you could do with it. And the fans are like already RGB on it. And Joe being like, you know, the gearhead that he is at times, where he probably could be able to find some cool stuff to do with it. Yeah, I mean, and I think like usually like white goes pretty well with pastels. That's the thing about, like, you know, my case, or like that case right there, the fans that, like I said, they're RGB, so you can basically bake in whatever color you want. And really, you know, if you, as like the main takeaway from is that just getting like a white keyboard. So actually, let me look at something real quick. Just humor in this. Because the main thing about my keyboards, I mean, the main takeaway from it is that, because the main thing with my keyboard is like it's one that's got like, you know, less keys. Like you don't really ever need like the numpad keys on the right anyway. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know about like what the B98 is, whatever, but there's this one right here. I mean, you can always like get like different key colors and everything for like, you know, for your keyboards. But that's like beauty of going to Micro Center. If we do go up there, they probably would have like a lot of keyboard options. I mean, I'm excited. I'm hoping I can go up there I'm hoping I can have some money to go there myself, because it's been like, because last time I went to Micro Center, I think was when I probably had built like my second PC build. I went up there and got like the parts, but that was back when I was running like I think like my first Ryzen processor, and it was the I think like a RX 480 I was doing. But that was like forever and a day ago. That was back when I was on Mixer. That's the thing, like, you know, because Micro Center is definitely like, you know, Candyland for gearheads, or Candyland for, you know, computer enthusiasts. Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, as far as like, you know, what you need for the build, I mean, yeah, you need a monitor for sure. You would need a monitor, but really, as far as like things are concerned, the main things you would probably like need, like, you know, that aren't going to be in this build are like the computer, what I'm bringing you. It's mainly gonna, you know, you have like pretty much everything except for like probably the you know, hard drives. You know, that would probably be about it. Your hard drives. I mean, really, the only other thing I'd probably say you really would probably like want to go ahead and try to replace, where it would be like the power supply. But that would be in time. I mean, I think you might still be able to get some more mileage out of the power supply that I'm giving you. It's just I've had that for a few years. But sometimes power supplies can last a while. It's just it's mainly you're not gonna have like you're not gonna have any hard drives with it, because I don't want to trust giving you the ones I've got. As soon as I get these replaced, I'm gonna use these for a few more months. But once I do get like my replacement hard drives, you know, basically putting these out the pasture. Like primarily, you would need like, you know, some kind of like drive for your operating system, and maybe like one for storage, depending on what all you got. Like, you know, as far as like media stuff, like your stuff for OBS and everything. But I also don't like know, because I don't really think you're gonna be like me. Like I've got like, you know, 1 6 gig, I think like 1 4 gig tera, not 4 gig, 1 4 tera drive, and I think like another one 6, and then I got like my operating system drive. So total in my computer, I've got like currently like 10 terabytes. So yeah, you'd probably like need some definite storage, but you know, like a 4 tera will probably be like 120, give or take. And Joe, I mean, knowing Joe, he probably like no places to shop to get them for cheaper. Like Joe like specializes, I'm pretty sure he'd be able to find places to basically, you know, find like everything, whatever's like the most cost efficient. But really, there's not gonna be a whole lot you'll need. You'll just need like, you know, the monitor. Like you need like a monitor. Cause yeah, you need that, and you need like the
I should clean it first.
yeah, the monitor, and then the you know, like I said, like, you know, at least a couple drives, and that's mainly probably gonna be the majority of it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just keep in mind that, like, you know, a lot of stuff is long in the tooth. So I don't know exactly what all mileage you get out of it. So you're definitely gonna, but it's just something for you to try to have right now until you actually can try to get like some, you know, actual upgrades. So I'm hoping, like, you know, this like best case scenario, the stuff I'm giving you will last for a while. You know, you'll basically, you know, at least you'll have like another couple years out of all of it. Cause I know, like, you know, a lot of times, things like people say that when it comes to GPUs, when they fail, it's usually the fans that fail first. And like I said, you know, Joe being Joe, he probably would actually know how to maybe possibly fix some things. And thankfully, like, you know, like the key things, like, you know, the power supply, you know, those are like those are cheap. Like literally the one I got, that I've got like for my new build or whatever, it was only like $120. And because the key thing about is that even like, you know, with the 5060 and the Ryzen 7 9700X or whatever, it basically said, like, you know, it's 750 would be, you know, 750, you know, watt drive would be fine for that, because they really don't use like a whole lot of wattage, and it's just kind of like, you know, just like setting like a ceiling event, you like, you know, you want to overclock where, which I don't really care about overclocking. But yeah, it's, you know, the main thing is, like I said, I'm pretty much giving it. I mean, even if what stuff was like, you know, was more new, I still would be like, you know, would give it to you and everything. You know, you're my best friend, but I don't really care about trying to make money out of it. Yeah, I mean, like, 'cause some kind of money would help, like, with me getting like my stuff, like, you know, built. But you know, I ain't gonna do that to you guys.
You ask me, exchange
That's because, I mean, most of my build's pretty much almost done. I just gotta get these last few fans out of the way. And even if I was able to, like, you know, get like the rest towards the donation goal or whatever, that, I mean, literally like the amount I need, like, to, you know, close out at 90% is like, you know, the exact price of one of the fans. It's only like 30 something. But I'll get there. I'm saying it's gonna be really fun to put the build together on stream. Yeah, I mean, there's that too. I'm gonna have to go back down, and so I do. I'll just go ahead and, like, you know, put like a bucket out for the mop, and then go from there. At the very least, we're almost done, rogues. I'm at least going to, like, start putting this stuff back before I do anything else.
Empty the trash can first.
All right, okay. I was trying to like just get the furniture up and then I can go from there. All right, yeah, let me run back down real quick. At the very least, we are pretty much, mostly done. I still gotta get back down there, like, you know, that one thing with that one body, but that's really not gonna take that long. I still wish I like knew where the secret was. Okay, this should be enough for me to finish everything up now. I figure out how to get the conveyor belt going, like, going, and then... I guess we gotta figure that out. Well, hell, we got power up here, so what the hell? So that's weird, because I mean... I gotta figure out how to access the conveyor belt. Okay, that's all the blood. Now I just gotta move the furniture back. Okay, trash is up. Okay, that's all the furniture and the evidence, which is right here.
They got a lot of dirt on you, didn't they?
And now, you are now one of us. All hail the wicked one.
All hail the wicked one.
So yeah, I guess it was Big Jim. Freaking weirdos. Okay, I'm still confused because they're not letting me they're not letting me turn this on. That's what we need. Could it be because the card's missing or something? Because that's what's keeping us from being able to finish this. Okay, let me go ahead and get everything else put away first or whatever, and then I'll... Oh. Yeah, y'all gotta do better than that. Shit! Mother fudger! I'm not here mouthing off or whatever. It's like, oh, we gotta do better than that? No, you gotta learn how to jump better than that. No, I'm going back up there. Just give me a second. Y'all gonna keep me from this. I know what I gotta do now. I saw that. And got me determined. Where was it again? I think we gotta go one more floor.
A toy for big boys.
Fudge! It was there the whole time? I really need to start using my eyes more. Hey! You would have picked that up. What the? That explains why I couldn't finish cleaning up. There's a whole bunch of it right there. All right. Just seeing all these bodies right here. Wait, hold on. Are they where they're supposed to be? I mean, I know I turned the conveyor belt on at one point or whatever, but they were like way further down than where they were. Oh, never mind. That's the right spot. Okay. Let me see. Where was it again? I can make this jump. There we go. 'Cause I think I found a secret over here. Oh, yeah. Out of the way this was, we got something here. There it is. Citron. Alright, so we have to like go all the way up our way to find like that record or whatever. Well, we kind of did, but like I said, I know it's like, wait a minute. Alright. So now, I'm going down here, wrap this up, go upstairs, finish things up, and we are done. Okay, so you just gotta go down here and finish.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
Bull, you better get to work on it. Like I popped up there. So what's your story? You come here often? I'll get you in just a second. Where's the last bit of trash? So, sun is a miss here. Okay, let me get this guy. Okay, this is horrible. I gotta walk all the way back with him. No, I don't. Just no. Get on up there. If you don't, yeah, okay. You know, if you want to get your iron, get a good source of iron, get it somewhere else. You're just trying to eat the freaking bar. All right, just hang out right here. As I just unceremoniously drop him. All Alright, so it's just like some little remnants right here. Maybe it's like... Maybe this right here will get it. Not quite. We're still at 98. Well, yeah, there's a little bit right there, but also, more importantly, that. Gotcha. Still wasn't all the trash. What the hell? Might be the bag they're trying to count, but normally they don't... I don't think they normally count the trash bag. Alright, let me just go ahead and, like, just... There it is. Ah, crafty. Should have thought about, like, you know, up under the thing. Let me try something. If that would have, like, somehow, like... Okay, well, there's still some trash here somewhere. I wonder if it is counting these boxes right here. Because it's saying to punch them and everything. Well. So it was counting the boxes right there. All right. This is basically about it, rogues. What the huh? Oh, you're going down there. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Crap, and then it... I'm not going back up there for all that. Some of it's coming down here to me. Y'all... Okay, let's see what all actually makes it. I found this might actually be funny. We'll see. Well, if anything actually comes shows up. Something's still on the conveyor belt. Oh, here we go. There comes Tyler. But I know he didn't land on that side thing. I know I bet you the rest of them fell off. Well, there goes that. God damn it! There. The rest of these dorks fell off, didn't they? Because I mean. Let me guess, I can't... Ah, shoot. No, I'm going up under there this time, forget it. Ah, it's going too fast again. No. Ah, damn it. They're just gonna make this more complex than it needs to be. Like, I swear I had to click off of it to get to slow down. Let's see what these morons are. Trying to process the fact that, I put them on the conveyor belt, and they seemed like they were pretty, snug on there, and then somehow they all fell off. And even in death, Tyler's the one I can count on. He's the only one out of them that actually managed to get down there. Okay, you can go ahead. Oh, that wasn't necessary. Going a whole backflip. Now, how'd y'all manage that one? Oh, okay, no, hold on. I gotta do something about it. I gotta get some order here. Stupid freaking leprechaun. Let me see, 11, 12, 13. I think that's all of them, right? Let go. Oh, no, Come here.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
What full bag? I'm not hearing y'all like landing in the... Really? Get going. Make my job so much harder than it needs to be. How dare you? They better have gotten down there that, I was about to say. Wait, that was only the first one. I remember the other ones were well behind him. Well, crap. Fell back down here. Angamara thinks, where you? I know you didn't. I knew it! That friggin' leprechaun still being a menace. A menace. Get in the... Thank you! Alright, now we've got 3 bags we gotta find, and we are done here. And we'll finally be... And I'll be pretty much, done with this until, like, they put more content out. So it's kind of bittersweet, being almost, being at the tail, at the end of this now, Rogues. But again, like, at least I know we should be getting more content at some point. Oh. At this rate, I'm still going to be here for, like, another 5 hours. Oh, what the fudge? No, I'm not dealing with you. I'll come back in a minute. How'd that end up in there? Oh, my God. Now the game's like, oh, hey, remember that mannequin you hated? Remember I said I wasn't going back in there, but here we are. So this game is trying to find every way it can to vex me now, knowing that I'm about to, like, be done with it for now. I said I want to go back here. You planned this, didn't you? No, no more side quest. Okay, there went. Oh my God. Was last right? All right. Well, it's kind of convenient now. Got that one, and we are done. All right, Rogues. I think we're finished here. Time to wrap things up. Go on a much needed vacation from this game. That should be everything. Only like 2 hours or so, whatever it took to do it. That wasn't too bad. Too bad. Or in game, it was like, hopefully that was everything. They're gonna tell me I missed something. I watched. Got it. All right, perfect scores. It was like one, like, mission I did, like, several, like, a few weeks back where they, they cheesed me on it. Yeah, we pretty much, got everything out of it, so we ain't ever got to go back to that one again. No cleanup needed. I think, I'm still curious about that waterproof cardboard. I wanted to, like, go and use it real quick. Complete all nightmare missions. Okay, so I got a trophy for that too. Or achievement for it. But again, we're missing one. Are we? Hold on a sec. Okay, yeah. See, Dreamcatcher right here. Yeah, we need that one. No? This one. Yeah, we need like that one. Okay, I want to try this waterproof cardboard out real quick. I just want to see what it looks like. Because it's going to be our new mop bucket. So I think that's just hilarious. But I think Trial by Blood gives me like a quick access to it. So I would like to start doing like, the these just get the Bugatti stuff or whatever. Or it was called. But that'll be like sometime offline eventually if I want to.
It'll be a long night. Big Jim, the man you never want to mess up with.
I didn't say true cleaner shit.
To kill his own family like this. His name.
Like I said, yeah, I was trying to go into Nightmare, but.
Mr. Cleaner, are you there?
No.
Pick up the damn radio, Kovalsky.
What?
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Kovalsky. I'm now taking charge of this place as an inheritance from my cousin, so my schedule is pretty tight. However, you can take your time while dealing with his body and this whole mess.
Thanks. I'm getting down to work.
Okay, that is full on hilarious. That is great. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna be using that for my mop bucket moving forward, just because of the comedy behind it. All right, Rogue. So with that, we are pretty much for now done with Crime Scene Cleaner after like I think what 18 episodes. So I definitely can't like express like enough love for this game. It's been like so fun doing this. Again, it's just like kind of like just been wild how like they have like this whole cozy. It's a cozy game, but it's got such a dark atmosphere to it. But then again, it's kind of like similar to like other games, I guess like Goblin Cleanup. It's another game we mean like crew need to get back into as well. In a sense that it's got like so much blood and all this other stuff, you actually can technically die playing it. And the Mimic actually, is definitely a menace in its own right, but it's outside that, it's still cozy as hell. It's definitely like more like kind of, in the whole line, there are things that can kill you, though it's not really much of a penalty to it. But it's just wild, like with this one, it's pretty much just like a whole, again, like Amber says, kind of like a creepy cozy thing. And this one, it was just like mainly like a lot of dark humor and all that. Like, it wasn't really anything scary. It was just like, unsettling stuff and all that. And of course, you had the nightmare missions, like, showing like Kovalsky's psyche in regards to like, I guess these little scenarios like how like the missions actually were affecting him. And I would like to see them come back for Act 2. I mean, I could definitely see them doing it because it was obviously like so much fun doing them for this. And I could see them definitely doing like a thing for Act 2 where you can play like, nightmare versions of the missions in that. And I can only imagine like how much, creepier they could be, like, considering the community itself, like the you know, the ones that, you know, had you doing the crimes, you know, doing like the cleanups for the 2 community missions, if they're like your main, like, you know, employer in the in Act 2, they already were kind of creepy in their own right. Just picture how it could be like if you like, you know, if they have like a nightmare version of their stuff. But either way, I had like a lot of fun, like, you know, playing through this for you guys. It was like, you know, definitely kind of like how it was with like, it seems like, you know, with the cozy games I do, it's definitely like this whole thing, like, you know, where they've ended up being like, you know, definitely my more long-term series, like Power Wash Sim. I did like quite a few episodes of the first Power Wash Sim, and I put like a lot of episodes into Arcade Paradise. That was definitely, you know, pretty much a cozy experience. And then with this, I mean, it wasn't really as long as like my playthroughs of those, but still like about 18 episodes. And it technically isn't done. I just have it like labeled as in for right now, in the event that there, like, if there was like a scenario where they didn't do Act 2, which I really am hoping they are going to stick to that, which I'm pretty sure they will, considering how popular this game is. And people are going to probably, and they probably know that us players want more replayability out of it. Just probably going to take them some time to actually, you know, really get it out there. Because it's only like, you know, it was only like several months ago they did the community missions. I feel like that was like them kind of like just giving like a little bit of a prologue to Act 2 for when they do release it. And they're probably already like, you know, hard at work on that. So, yeah, for now, this is the end of it, and it's labeled as the end. But once they do more do put more out, I'll probably like label this stream as stream 18. But it's kind of like just for right now, to let people know, is like, okay, you know, the series is over for the moment. But once new content comes out, I'm gonna switch it over, like say, like, you know, mission 18, and then we're gonna continue, and you know, and then go, you know, pick up from there with, I guess, like episode 19 for this being the next, like, you know, for like the start for Act, like official start for Act 2, whenever that is. But for now, moving on to other things. As far as like next week's concerned for Wednesday, I don't know if I'm gonna start Power Wash Sim 2. I don't know if I'm gonna start on like if my friends, if the rest of the crew, the rest of my friends that, you know, are interested in it could get Goblin Cleanup. I still need to get my copy as well. I think Amber already got her copy, but I still need to get mine. That could be something we could jump into. Like, you know, because we were saying we wanted to get started on Goblin Cleanup, but again, Power Wash Sim 2 is there as well. That's also one of those things where we, you know, if we did do Goblin Cleanup, we can maybe switch out between Power Wash Sim and Goblin Cleanup. Like, you know, do one week and then do like the other the next week, and kind of like alternate between them. And that way it would mean, like, you know, it wouldn't really get stale. Even though I had never really had like issues with like any like the cozy games I've done ever getting like stale or repetitive or whatever. But that's one thing we could do, just kind of keep things a little bit more dynamic. You know, one week, you know, do Goblin Cleanup, the next do Power Wash Sim. And there's always, of course, the possibility that we do one of those on Wednesday, and then over the weekend, like if we want to do like one of the cozy games, we can do that too, since it would count as a multiplayer game, of course. We're speaking of multiplayer. Don't know exactly what the plans are for this weekend. I know that Phasmo just put out the Tanglewood like update. That's actually released now, so we may jump into that this weekend. We'll see. So yeah, that's actually what I was about to say, Amber. It could be this weekend we may be doing Phasmo and Raft. We'll see. It'll be like just basically seeing how things go. Cause I know me and Rock and Nachos do need to get back on the Sketchy's contract as well, so we can like finish up our level 30 stuff, so we can get like, you know, to our level 2 contracts. But anyways, that said, guys, gonna hold off on the raid for right now. One key reason being is that the reason I'm kind of fidgety right now is I'll admit nature's kind of calling. But I'll probably do like a raid tonight after Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. But at the very least, I'm gonna like see if I can see who's live and just kind of point y'all towards someone. At the very least, not gonna do a full raid, but I am gonna like at least see like who's live and see who I can point y'all towards. And then like tonight we can again, I'm trying to like, you know, just let me see here. All right. Actually, we will be doing a raid, Rogues, maybe a small one. But first off, let me go. Yeah, Nature Calls. That just came in out of nowhere. I guess because, like, you know, just like the excitement of like, you know, finishing the game. Normally, I won't try to do this whole TMI thing, but yeah, just give me like a few minutes, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. Yeah, pretty much like I'm sorry like for that abrupt whole little bit of things right there where but I was like, okay, well I kind of saw someone like I do kind of want to raid. So yeah, we're gonna send it over to Rizzy Realm Hopper. She's currently live right now with Terraria, someone I met through Amber and everything. And also someone who I've kind of miffed that, I just, I upset with myself for the fact that, I did like, leave Blue Sky and everything abruptly and everything. She was someone who was following me and on there. And I definitely wouldn't want her to think like, I let Blue Sky because of her, because she's actually one of the people on there that I was actually cool with. It's just this, I've spoken recently about like leaving Blue Sky permanently, unless it is just for some people on there that just, hema reasons, things kind of got proven and all that. But she's one of the ones on there I actually had no problems with. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and like raid Rizzy. I definitely need to like set up like an actual proper raid command thing. Like I can just type raid and it'll automatically show my raid message, so I don't have to type it in every time. All right, so we're gonna raid Rizzy Realm Hopper Rogues. Make sure I got this right. Hopefully, you better work. God dang it! All right, there it is. All right, and with that, Rogues, I'm definitely going to be live later with next episode for Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. I do owe you guys that since I didn't actually play it last week like I was supposed to. And then, of course, tomorrow, more Resident Evil Requiem, and then over the weekend, it's going to be either Phasmo or Sketchy's Contract alongside Raft. So anyways, Master Road to the Masquerade, there's the raid call. But anyways, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it here so I can go ahead and start getting ready for, to go out and like eat dinner with my mom, in about an hour and 15 minutes or so. Until the next stream, guys, much love. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me for this, for the conclusion of Crime Scene Cleaner, which is definitely, long overdue to get to that point. And then hopefully eventually we'll get around to Act 2 for it whenever they release it. But for now, much love. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. See you tonight for Castlevania, and I'll see you guys next stream. Thanks for watching.